If I'm sleeping and zombies wake me up, it is the end of times as we know it. And I can only take one bag with me. And I know just in that moment that this is the last bag I will ever be able to use. Yeah, I mean, this Saddleback Leather Company front pocket backpack is the one coming with me. If you're looking for a minimal, modern, lightweight backpack with quick access pockets, a ton of organization, I've done a lot of reviews with a lot of great options in that world. This bag is definitely not for you if that's what you're looking for. On the flip side, if you're looking for something that will outlive you, it is built tough as nails, and you're looking for something heritage on the deepest end of rugged, this thing literally boosts your testosterone 25% every time you've got it on your back. I'm gonna talk about what I love about this thing, like who this bag is designed for, some nitpicks that I have with it, pack it out, show you what fits comfortably in there, and then ultimately share my thoughts on why, for anyone looking for something that is gonna last them as long as possible, and you don't need all the crazy bells and whistles and modern day creature comforts, then this is definitely a backpack that you need to look at and compare it against other ones that are on the market. But from what I've gathered, this is definitely one of the end game beasts in terms of absolute bomb-proof construction. Let's get into it. My favorite things about this bag are the buy it for life construction, the simplicity factor, and what I was most worried about was the comfort, but I'll talk about why it ended up being surprisingly comfortable, given the fact that this thing weighs 6 pounds and it is full grain leather everywhere as well. So starting off with the buy it for life construction, the whole entire design, the brand's philosophy, their 100-year warranty, their slogan of they'll fight over it when you're dead, which is brilliant by the way, is the basis of everything that they do. So when I get into the nitpicks, I'm evaluating this from that perspective. Any like little thing that would align more with my preferences, I'm not gonna be complaining about the fact that this bag doesn't have a quick access pocket, right? That's zippered, or that it weighs 6 pounds, because those little things, those design decisions are all rooted in making a product that's gonna outlive you and perhaps multiple of you. They are using a really thick full grain leather. The whole entire bag is constructed from 2 pieces of leather, so you're really only dealing with one seam, which is eliminating as much vulnerability in terms of wear and tear for the bag in the future. The polyester thread that they're using is apparently the best that you could possibly use, as well as the spacing between the stitching to keep a bag going as long as possible. There's no zippers anywhere on the bag. You're dealing with pretty much like doing and undoing a belt every time with these straps. This is a 316 stainless steel that's like industrial grade, incredibly strong and incredibly rust resistant. And then the inside is lined with pigskin, which is not only beautiful, but also really strong. And you'll see throughout the bag just the insane overkill in terms of reinforcement, right? Like these rivets where the shoulder straps are stitched on. I mean, this looks like it could hold up a freaking elephant. So yeah, when you think about the sheer weight of this bag, right? It's 6 pounds. You know, I think for a lot of people, anything that's understandably, 4 pounds and up is already heavy for a backpack of this size, but just depends what you value the most, longevity or having something that's lightweight and practical. This bag is definitely not designed for everyone, but there's a niche audience of people and they have a cult-like following. There's a crazy secondhand market for these things. For so many people, getting their first Saddleback Leather Company backpack is a rite of passage and something that they've been looking forward to for a very long time. Second thing that I appreciate about this bag is the simplicity factor. This bag has been really good for my brain. If you've seen my other videos, I fixate over zipper smoothness, over how intuitive a quick access pocket might be. Eliminating friction in any part of the bag where I can be more efficient and organized. Now this bag just kind of smacks you in the face and tells you, dude, just slow down. There is more to life than being super efficient and organized. There is a massive joy sparking factor that comes with a bag like this. How it makes me feel when I'm rocking it, when I'm looking at it. I've only had it for a couple weeks, but I mean, this is a bag that I can already tell is gonna patina beautifully. This is the tobacco color, but this reminds me of my Red Wing Iron Rangers in Copper Rough and Tough, the 8085s when I first got them. And man, I've had them for like 7 years now. I was wearing them earlier today and they really do get more and more beautiful every single day. So something to look forward to with this bag. And yeah, you do have to slow down, right? Like there is no quick access. You want to grab your things, you got to undo your belt, man. You got to undo your belt, get in there, put you on in there. But it has forced me to slow down and really, I've talked about this in more recent videos, but you're going to start seeing more products like this on the channel. It might not be for everybody. I know a lot of people are just like, I want modern, minimal, technical, and I still love that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm feeling a little bit of fatigue from it, right? There's a lot of the same stuff. It's a weird analogy, but if you think about like Italian cooking, right? For them, it's all about simplicity. It's not about having a million different ingredients, AKA like features, functionality. It's just about using the best ingredients possible, using as few ingredients as possible to create a truly special end product. And yeah, I'm kind of gravitating towards those things where it's more about the raw materials, the attention to detail, and just a high level of craftsmanship, because it has the power to make you feel things that the most perfect functional backpack is not gonna do, at least for me. And I'm not a standard consumer. I've had a YouTube channel for, it'll be 2 years in October. I get exposure to a lot more bags than a traditional consumer, but maybe I'm just like fast tracking it for a lot of people. Right now, you might be obsessed with your Air City Pack Pro 2. Awesome backpack, enjoy it. But who knows, maybe eventually you're gonna hit a point where I'm like, oof, maybe I want something a little bit more cumbersome, something more imperfect, but something that I know I'm gonna have it forever and it's gonna be cooler every single day that I have it. And then what has surprised me the most about this bag is the comfort. I was like, dude, this thing is 6 pounds. This is what you're working with for your shoulder straps. And there's no padding. It's just straight up leather, you know? It's no Able Carry Daily Plus for sure. Also, the straps themselves, you're not gonna be like adjusting them on the go. It's kind of like a belt. You choose your length and you ride with it. But most like pure heritage bags take that approach. Just one less thing that can go wrong with a bag. But I don't know how to explain it. It's a different kind of comfort. You get these stitched on tubes, right? And so you can, what you have ability to micro adjust on the go is just the height that you have it at. But there's a certain plushness to it, and the fact that the leather is still not broken in, like it's still early days and it's gonna continue getting softer. For a 6 pound bag, I walk to the gym about a mile each way, and I've been going like pretty much every morning, and I've been taking this guy with me. I also took it up to the mountains. You're gonna see some like cool little mountain shots throughout this, and yeah, it just like hugs your back in a different kind of way. I feel like I'm just like a settler from back in the day. Surprisingly comfortable. The only thing that I will call out is these chafes, I think is what you call them, like these reinforced areas where the D-rings are stitched onto and where the shoulder straps go. It's thick, so it bulks out a little, and it does interact a little bit with the top part of my back, but that's not the main part where it's like pressing up against me. But yeah, let's talk about the nitpicks. Okay, so again, to preface for the nitpicks, yes, when initially I got the bag, I was like, oof, no quick access. I'm gonna have to undo a buckle, maybe 2 buckles to get into a pocket like this. Or man, 6 pounds, that's heavy for like a 24-liter bag. Those are not gonna be nitpicks for me because I'm evaluating it from the lens of what this bag is designed for, and it's to last as long as possible, right? So could this bag accomplish what it accomplishes at 4 pounds instead of 6? Probably, but if I wanted a bag to last as long as possible, you would want this thickness, these overkill marine grade industrial strength buckles. So the things that I will call out are things that are based on my preferences and things where I feel like it wouldn't compromise the overall integrity of the bag. So to me, it's the polished finish on the buckles. Secondly is the placement of where the shoulder straps connect to the bag. And then lastly, there's a little gap action here where rain can get in the way. So the first one, and this is very, very subjective, but you'll notice like the rivets throughout the bag have this antique, matte, dark gunmetal finish that I love. It just already feels so pre-worn and so rugged in that sense. And then the actual buckles, as well as like the D-rings throughout the bag, are this shiny, polished finish. And I don't know if that finish is also what's contributing to just it being as anti-rust proof as possible, but just it's a combination of the contrast of this with this, but also just generally speaking, when I see like really polished buckles, it speaks more like luxury to me. And this is a bag that is so hardcore rugged everywhere else that just given the preference, if I could have the matching matte antique gunmetal look of the rivets all throughout the buckles, I feel like the bag would just aesthetically be fully committed to just being rugged. So yeah, there's that. Secondly is the shoulder straps, the way they connect to the bag. You're gonna see again, your classic belt buckle loops are down here. This is how you adjust the length. It's one of those things that you're gonna wanna like just get it dialed in, but honestly where I got it, I've been wearing it with a t-shirt in the afternoon, and like it's spring, you know, it's been like chilly in the mornings, chilly at night, and also we've had some chilly days recently. I found that this is like a good spot for me, both wearing like a jacket with a sweater and a t-shirt. So that's good if you're looking for a strap where you can just adjust it on the fly. It probably just like hardcore heritage bags is not gonna be your cup of tea in that sense. But the main thing is where it connects, and I really don't know the implications of the overall ergonomics of the shoulder straps if you connect it somewhere else, but I would imagine there's maybe another way. The main thing is that it's on the base of the bag, right? So on one end, this bag weighs 6 pounds. If you start putting stuff in here, every time you like place it down, it's just like, the buckles are gonna be clashing with whatever is down there. But then the second thing is the bag, like the standability on this bag is like, it's very solid. It's also 6 pounds. You have like mainly flat panel here in the bottom, but just having these like straps, right? And the buckles, it doesn't sit fully flat on a surface. So there have been times where, yeah, it just topples over a little bit because of that. But I think more than anything, I just don't like the fact that like these straps are, you know, like getting smushed down there is all. And then lastly is you'll see the top flap here, right? Even when you get it as tight as it goes, because right now the inside is empty for the most part. I'm not gonna buckle it right now. But even then, you'll see on the sides, there's gaps, right? So if you get caught in a pretty torrential downpour, I mean, a thick leather like this, I mean, this is gonna be pretty waterproof, but any wind that blows the water in here is gonna get the contents of your bag wet. So that would be my main concern. I think maybe this bag was previously made with a drawstring, but a drawstring longevity wise is not gonna be as bomb proof as something like this. But yeah, you get like a buckle where you can leave it open, right? Especially if you want to like stuff bulkier things in here, or you can cinch it down, and that does help eliminate the gap, but it's still not fully waterproof. I'm sure there's a lot of nuances around that, like how you would actually accomplish that. But yeah, I think you can manually adjust the leather in a way where it will keep it more waterproof, but without manipulating it. Yeah, just something to be aware of. All right, let me give you a quick walkthrough of the bag just so you can see up close. Grab handle, get a little articulation action with the D-rings. Here are these like leather tubes essentially that slide up and down. And then this is how they connect to the bag and how you can adjust them. On the bottom, on the bottom, you're gonna see 2 D-rings here, 2 D-rings here. Took whatever fancies your boat. And then pigskin liner, just crazy reinforcements everywhere on this bag. Main compartment, you have a pigskin sleeve here. So the only tech I'll pack in here, just so you can see, this is a 14-inch MacBook Air, and it fits, I think you can fit up to 15 if I'm not mistaken. And then on the inside, the only other organization, let me see if I can flash a light. There you go. Sleeve. These are pretty tight, so I will just put mobile battery bank on one side and then a little beanie action on the other. Big open space, thick wool sweater in there. Still got space for other stuff, an overshirt as well. Here's that buckle, so you can cinch her down gently. And then it is tighter, but you have pocket, and then pocket. And then behind all these pockets, you have sleeves behind them. They do share compartment space with the main compartment. So here on this guy, I'm gonna throw Leatherman, flashlight, lighter, and we're good. I'll leave that just there. And then little knife action. This front pocket here, I'll throw sunglasses, some gloves. You can, attach a hat to the D-ring if you want, or stick it behind there. And then there's a 24-ounce wallet, which circumference of this fits this pocket. I guess right now, given the fact that it's kind of full in the main compartment, a little harder, but that leather will stretch out over time. And there she blows. So final thoughts. It's always fun like reading stories about other people and their experiences with it. If you look at the reviews of this bag in particular, the overwhelming majority of people are talking about like how they've had their bag for 12 years and it looks way cooler and it still feels like it hasn't even taken the most infinitesimal beating because of how bomb-proof this bag is. I think if you want something rugged, something that you're gonna have literally for the rest of your life, they have a 100-year warranty where the whole entire design revolves around keeping things as simple as possible in terms of construction. It's 2 pieces of leather. You really only have like one seam that you're working with. It's really heavy duty, full grain leather. It's thick, lined with pigskin that feels fantastic, and it's super tough. You don't have to worry about zippers failing on you. All of that, right? Plus the fact that it's gonna reward you as the bag ages over the years. Do you value that more than having a lightweight, very functional backpack that has a crazy amount of organization for all of your tech, and you can get in and out of it super quickly? 2 bags for 2 different people, or maybe for the same person. I feel like I am 2 in 1. There are times where I'm just like, I want to escape the modern digital overload world that I live in, and in a product like this that's so well crafted, using simple, high quality materials, and it's got pockets to put my things to take me from A to B, and I don't have to fuss around with everything being perfect. I accept it for its imperfections. There are times where like, that's what I want, right? Like we went up to the mountains this weekend, went on short hikes. I wouldn't want to take this on a long hike, but we were with the kids and I was just putting like clothes and food, the essentials in here. I wasn't worrying about, oh my gosh, where are my AirPods or where's my mobile battery bank? None of that. Products like this have the ability to transform your mindset, and I love that about this. But then on the flip side, there's times where I'm like, I want to be a machine. I want to optimize efficiency, organization, but also ideally find that balance between those things and heritage materials that are going to last, they're going to feel good. One of the reasons why I love the Waterfield Designs tech folio, right? Yes, you've got zippers, they're PU coated. This thing is going to eat that for breakfast. It's going to outlive it 10 times over again. But that bag still invokes similar feelings as this one, but I still get all of the creature comforts, right? It's lighter weight, it's comfortable, I get organization for all my little things, and it checks off that part of my brain. So anyways, if you're on the deepest end of I want heritage, rugged, simplicity, I don't care about anything else, this is an insane option. If you're like wrestling with the two parts of your brain like I do, I think Waterfield Designs really does that balance better than anyone else, combining modern with heritage. But best of luck, cheers.